Hello. Alright. So, we are streaming. Let's get to work. Guard your privacy. Alright. So, we are right now listening to, or looking at the Cortlandt place right here. Let me just quickly see. Content should be live right now. Let's see. Analytics. Overview. Okay. New tab to the right. Break it off. View it. Alright, we may have a bit of latency. I'm watching it on my other screen right now. Alright, so what we're doing right now is we're just taking a look at Westchester County, which is right near where I am. So, and we have a blizzard warning. We have blizzard conditions. 1 second, let me just quickly do something. Alright, I am back. So, we have blizzard conditions, say additional snow accumulations between 16 and 20 inches. That's really high. Here in New York, we actually have a blizzard warning that says 17 and 24. So, hunker down if you are in Long Island here. And then here in Westchester County, we have a storm warning here, a special weather statement here, and we have a blizzard warning here. So the special weather statement says moderate to heavy snow early this evening. Bands of moderate to heavy snow will move across the area through 8 p.m. That's really late tonight, but it's gonna come back. Pretty much everyone thinks that this is gonna come down. Ugh, I'm sorry, I can't speak today, but everyone thinks that this is gonna go for longer than that, longer than 8 p.m. Because let's be honest, that is not tomorrow at 6 p.m. So this is issued by NWS Upton NY, which we can actually find out what that is. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry about that. It's also not what I meant to do. I am deeply sorry. Let me go to NWS radar. We're having some technical difficulties right now. So we go to radar.gov. Never mind. Radar. NWS radar. There we go. All right, so we are back. Sorry about those the technical difficulties, but we're back, and we're gonna go find our location again. So we're right here. Right now, we're in a blizzard warning and a special weather statement. We're going to go to Peekskill, which is not that far from here. Same thing, but if you go more into here, you also have a storm warning, which means that you also have winds and seas up to 4 to 7 feet is insane. That's 7 feet is taller than pretty much any human you ask on the street. And that means that these seas are going to be pretty high. I just got an alert for this. Avoid immediately. Storm warning starts today at 7 p.m. EST. A severe event has been observed. Take shelter in place or per the instructions. Relocate per the instructions. Make preparations per the instructions. Execute a pre-planned activity identified in the instructions. Basically, what they're trying to say is do not go inside of the street right now. Do not. There's actually a ban going on from 9 to 12 p.m. tomorrow. Most schools are closed. And this ban means no going on the road. You may literally get arrested if you do go on the road and a cop spots you. So don't go on the road. Don't go outside. It's essentially a curfew that tries to make people safe from these horrible conditions. It's super windy. Right now I'm looking out my window and it is dark. It is super dark and it is a bit snowy. I'm just gonna go quickly check. Alright, I'm back. As of now, it doesn't look like there's too much snow, but that means that the worst is yet to come. Most people think that the worst is going to come midday, late morning to midday tomorrow. But we don't know yet. Meteorology predictions can be sketchy. I mean, they're not sketchy when it's the government, but it's sketchy because it's not completely confirmed. We're just going to quickly turn off the layers here. We're going to try and go back to basic, standard, satellite. And so I'm just setting some preferences right now. And we're gonna go to local radar so we can see this thing. Right now, we are, for those who just are getting here, we are right now seeing some severe weather reports all over. You can see here with the velocity, look at that. If you don't know what we're looking at right now, essentially it's basically the green is heading away from the radar, and then the red is heading towards the radar. So it's moving there, and it's basically, it's hard to explain, but it's maybe like the density of how bad the storm is. If there is like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm not sure why I started to do that. But let's go back to the reflectivity, which is your average radar. This green, this dark green is where there's a lot of snow. Which, good luck if you're down there. Over here near, in Boston was predicted to get up to 30 inches of snow today. Or actually today and tomorrow. But we'll see. Oh, that's how you do that. So here in Boston, we have 580. That's not what I meant. Weather for location. There we go. Hazards. Okay, so this is how opaque stuff is. I want them to show just a teensy bit. Not so much that covers the radar. Alright, so if you're just getting here, we're viewing a snowstorm predicted to be very bad. It's hitting New York, which is what we are in right now. And it's supposed to hit Boston really, really hard. Let's go to Boston. So down here in the central Boston, two blizzard warnings, one storm warning, and one coastal flood advisory. This blizzard warning says 12 and 22 inches. 4 p.m. this afternoon to 7 a.m. Tuesday, so this is going to be pretty big. You can see we actually have another one, 18 and 25 inches, which is insane. The storm warning, gusts up to 60 knots, which is not really that good. If you take a look at the hourly forecast, 100% chance of rain. I don't think I've ever seen that before, personally. Someone declaring 100% chance of rain is quite insane. So yeah, in Boston, they have a 100% chance of rain, which I personally think is insane. Just give me a moment real quick. I need to just quickly do something. Alright, we're back. Let's go over to Logan International Airport. I'm gonna guess that they have 1,000,001 delays right now. Coastal flood advisory says up to 1 foot of indentation, essentially water, above ground level expected in low-lying areas near shorelines. Water and precipitation being harsh is not what you want. Shallow pockets of flooding less than 1 foot deep affects the lowest lying areas along the coast, including Morrissey Boulevard in Boston. So, Boston is going to get some right now. Let's take a look at where this thing is going. We are going to use a different radar for that. If we go over to here, make a new tab, search up. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, so we have a site on the storm. You can see down here, in Virginia, it actually turns to storm. But up here, it's a nor'easter and we're getting beautiful rain. Yippee. There's quite a lot of snow out here. And if we go to our 24-hour future radar, you can take a look at this as it moves across and it spins just like that, and it spins and it spins and then it evaporates out. So that's like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. For our area, it's around 9 a.m. that'll start to pull out. 1 p.m. we'll start to notice much less snow. And then by around 3 p.m. we have no snow. 3 or 4 p.m. We have blizzard warning. Yippee. Blizzard warning. Coastal flood warning. Gale warning. Special weather statement. Tons of stuff here. If you're just joining us, we are taking a look at the future radar for New York City due to a blizzard warning on the East Coast. There's tons of blizzard warnings. As a matter of fact, you may have seen, if you were here earlier, a tiny little pop-up that said blizzard warnings from Virginia all the way up, which I find personally very insane. I'm not sure why this is not working right now. Technical difficulties, and we're back. So, I'll be back in just a bit. We're gonna take a little short break. So let me just quickly take a second and see if I can get some music on. Let's see. Here's some music for you while we wait. Some nice classical music. we are back. So, we are right now, if you just joined, we are looking at a storm that is on the entire east coast of the U.S. It is a nor'easter, which is essentially a spinning, humongous snowstorm. This is one of the biggest I've gotten in my life, personally, but not sure about yours. I know that this is probably the biggest for most of the people watching this. If you're in my area. We get snow, but we don't get that much snow. Anyways, we are watching the 24-hour radar right here. And what it shows is by the time of around 9 to 10, it starts to clear up. You can see over here, it starts to clear up. And by around 1 p.m., it really starts to pull out. You can see holes, and then by 3:30, it's almost completely gone. If you are outside, I have no vision because it's super dark. But if you're outside, get back inside. It's dark and it's probably snowing by now. As you can see, we are definitely almost snowing. If we go into peak skill, you can see we have 3 alerts. One of them is a blizzard warning. That means we have a warning. That means that is inevitable. And that means that you should probably get inside. Visibilities may drop below 1/4 mile. That is super short. And if you know how long a mile is, you know that is super short. And it's probably not good to be driving. That is why we have such thing as a travel restriction, which means that if you do start driving during this, you will get in trouble by police. It's going to be 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow, Monday, 2026, February 23rd. It's going to be tomorrow, which means that it's going to be pretty soon. It's not going to be that long of a wait until it really does start to snow. And when it does really start to snow, you need to hunker down and you need to get into your homes and bundle up, because even in a nice and heated home, it might be a bit cheaper and a bit smart to get your coats on. I have not talked about this yet in the stream, but there is some possibilities for power going out, which means everything that you need charged. That means phones, lanterns for light or flashlights, radios, all the charged stuff that you would need in an emergency, or just in particular, like just for fun, so you can wait out the storm. You want to have that charged now, because it's not too long until it really starts to snow, and there are major possibilities of the power going out. Travel should be restricted to emergencies only. Have a winter survival kit with you. Yes. Yes. You should have a winter survival kit with you if you are going out. And it should be only for emergencies. That means if you have zero food, which you probably don't, let's be honest. And the power probably won't be out for too long. Let's hope. But just like do not go out is what I'm trying to say. Don't go out. It's a bad idea. And essentially, it's going to be a really bad storm. Power might go out. We're going to go back to the radar here. And you can see the storm right now. It is 6:15 in my area. So it's just around here. As you can see, we are right now centered on Peekskill, Westchester County, New York. We will go back to Cortlandt in a very short amount of time, like right now. That's when. If you're just joining us, we are right now viewing the 24. We're just viewing the radar in general on the Weather Channel for Cortland Manor, New York. Overall, my main, I'd say, like, tips or advice is to, one, have an emergency kit with, like, radios, water, flashlights, food, that type of stuff that you need. And walkie-talkies or phones, so you can talk or call for help. You can get that help. And two, I'd say just please do not travel unless it is for trying to get emergency stuff and supplies. Do not travel when it is at its worst. And if you didn't see that section just recently, there is going to be a travel ban around here from 9 to 12 p.m., 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., which a travel ban means that if a cops will be outside watching the roads, making sure no one travels. God bless them, because that's going to be really hard. When it gets to its worst, when the storm gets to its worst, they'll be out there watching the roads to make sure that no one is driving, because if someone is driving, they will get pulled over and asked why they are driving. If they do not have a good reason, oh, I'm just driving to the grocery store to get my Macalata Tito, essentially, they will arrest you. Because don't blame them. They will arrest you because they wanted you to be safe. They placed out the rules publicly, and you've heard of it if you're watching this video, because I'm speaking about it. There's pretty much nothing else to do except to arrest you and bring you in to keep you safe. I'm just gonna quickly take a short break. It's gonna be like 1 minute. Just get some water and stuff. I'll see you in a bit. All right, we are back. I might be a bit more quiet this time because I'm starting to strain out my voice, but you can see back here today at 4:20 p.m. It was just starting. I think it should be snowing right now, like really hard snowing. Um, and if we watch this back, you can see. Not sure why it's taking so long to go every single step. Okay, what is with this? Huh? Okay, I don't know what's happening right now. Just give me a second. We're having some technical difficulties with how laggy this is right now. Alright. We are completely back. I am going to go into the NWS radar now. Though, alright, we're gonna take a look at these beautiful little locations here. We're gonna take a look at Cortlandt Manor, where this is broadcasted for. We have a flood advisory now, which is actually quite new. You can see in this zone right here, I kind of wish I had like a laser pointer. 1 second. Hold up. I'm gonna find if I can do that. Alright, we're back. And I basically found out how to turn it into a laser pointer. But not completely. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna quickly do something. I am so sorry about all these pauses. This first stream is not really the best stream. We're probably gonna stream again tomorrow. Hopefully that stream will go better, considering that I've had this stream to practice with. Sorry, I was just communicating with someone that's watching my stream. I have them watching my stream so I can communicate with them and see how it's looking from their point of view, because I am making the stream, not watching it. So, we're going to actually take a look at this flood advisory, because I have not taken a look at it today. And if you're just joining us, hello! We are taking a look at a flood advisory for this little storm right here. Which I'll say is a humongous storm. And it's supposed to be really big snow. Like a lot of it. It's supposed to be a lot of snow. It's all down the East Coast. Well, most of the East Coast. It's a nor'easter, which means I'll actually have a slight spin to it. But it's not really doing anything that I can see out my window right now, considering that it is winter. It is 6:30 p.m. and it is dark, like pitch black. So I'm gonna go quickly just take a look at one thing, and I'll see you in just a few seconds. It doesn't look like it's snowing too hard, but there's definitely some fresh snow on the ground. I just feel really bad for Boston that is supposed to get around, it could get 22 inches and gusts as high as 55 miles per hour. But that isn't really too different over here in New York City, where we have coastal flood warning. 1.5 to 2.5 feet of indentation above ground level. That's insane. That's a lot. And then, if we take a look at the blizzard warning, winds gusting as high as 60 miles per hour. Snow could get up to 24 inches. That's 2 feet for the people who are in kindergarten. And let's just say that's a lot. We don't usually get that much snow over here. And the fact that, like, this is so random. Like, it's such a random year to have so much snow over here. Um, it's kind of weird. Climate change, global warming, messing us up. Um, but today, or this year, not today, has been quite an insane year for snow. If you didn't know, we actually got like a foot of snow only a few weeks ago, which there's still actually a bit of it, but recent rain has gotten rid of quite a lot. I'm just going to quickly communicate with my watch team. We're back. For some reason, my ground team doesn't want to respond. Not ground team, watch team. Sorry about that. Whoa, take a look at this. So we have this humongous storm over here, and it looks like this. That is super cool. That is humongous. That's huge. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Let's turn up the hazards. You can see all the way down here, we have 2 alerts that are special weather statements. If we take a look at them, wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour, no showers. Accumulation of 1/2 inch to 2 inches. Not as severe as a blizzard warning over here. But hey, it's still pretty bad. So we're gonna go back to our original place, Cortlandt Manor, NY, USA. And we're gonna take a look. I'm gonna read this aloud. The warning, blizzard warning, active until tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. An extreme event that will likely develop. What? Blizzard conditions. Additional snow accumulations between 16 and 20 inches. Winds gusting as high as 55 miles per hour. Where? Portions of southern Connecticut and southeast New York. When? Until 6 p.m. EST Monday. Impacts. Visibilities may drop below 1/4 mile due to falling and blowing snow. Whiteout conditions are expected and will make travel treacherous and potentially life-threatening. Emphasis on that. Um, the strong winds and weights of snow on tree limbs may down power lines and cause sporadic power outages. Sorry, I cannot speak. Um, Travel could be very difficult to impossible. Areas of blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. If you don't know what that's called, that's actually also known as a snow squall, where wind blows up the snow and it is like, it's really bad for visibility. Um, the hazardous conditions will impact the Monday morning and evening commutes. Strong winds could cause tree damage. Additional details. Heavy snow and strongest winds are expected tonight into Monday. Travel should be restricted to emergencies only. If you must travel, have a winter survival kit with you. If you get stranded, stay with your vehicle. We're gonna have to pause the stream for now. I will see you in a bit. We might resume today. We may stop it today. I'm not completely sure, but I'm just gonna have the radar up here, and you can take a look at that. Show the details. Actually, let me just quickly set up some stuff, and then I'll get some classical music on, though I'm not sure if it will last the entire time. Welcome back. That short little break is now interrupted. As of now, we have a newer radar up, which means we can inspect it. You can see here in NYC, some areas are getting 18 to 23 inches of snow. Some areas have a bit more uncertainty and are getting 17 to 24 inches. Over here, though, in Westchester County, specifically, let's go to Cortlandt Manor, we have a blizzard warning that is saying we might get 16 to 20 inches, which has surprisingly a very low amount of uncertainty. It's more exact than some of the New York broadcasts. One of them was even, what was it? It was like a 7-inch difference from the lowest to the highest. That's a pretty big amount of uncertainty. And then wind gusts as high as 55 miles per hour. That is bad. Just to give you an idea of that, that means that is essentially a car on a highway going straight in, like bashing into you if you're outside, which you should not be. This weather is dangerous. It's gonna be dangerous at its height. So far, we've only gotten a light dusting, but it has hit down county. Let's actually take a look at that. So here near White Plains, we have a storm warning, a special weather statement. Let's take a look at what that means. Bands of moderate to heavy snow will move across the area through 8 p.m., which means today at 8 p.m., not tomorrow. Snowfall rates will increase to 1/2 to 1 inch per hour. Sheesh! In the heaviest snow. That's a lot of snow. 1 inch is decently big. It's not the biggest, but it's pretty big. And what that means is that there's going to be a lot of snow. And when there's a lot of snow, the government starts to get a bit worried. And if you haven't been here in the early, in the first hour of the stream, I have said multiple times in that first hour of stream, do not go outside while the storm is at its worst. For those who are uneducated, and you should be educated on this, which is why I'm talking about it right now, you should, do not go out during something called a travel ban. A travel ban is issued by the government. Tomorrow, there's going to be a travel ban 9 to 12 p.m., 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow, February 23rd. And essentially what a travel ban is, it means that you are not allowed to go outside. You are not allowed to drive during those moments. And that means that if a cop spots you driving, then they're gonna take a look at why you're driving. They're gonna pull you over and they're gonna take a look at why you're driving. And if you don't have a good reason, and don't lie, they're the police, don't lie. And if you don't have a good reason, they might arrest you. Do not lie. Like, let's be honest, they're just trying to keep you safe and the public safe. Mostly you in this case scenario. 'Cause during snow squalls, if a car fourth a mile away, and then another car a fourth a mile away, would be it during the heavy parts of the snow storm, during like in between wind gusts, would be the same amount of invisibility between a car that is only like a few feet, like a few meters away from the other car. That'd be it during a snow squall. Snow squalls are dangerous for visibility, and it can seriously get really bad. We're gonna just quickly clear this up so there's not that many things. We really just need counties showing. Actually, let's just quickly switch from counties to air traffic control centers. And let's talk a bit about flight right now. If you're on an airplane around here, you shouldn't be. Because airplane flights are delayed, canceled, they're not landing here. It's not a good idea because airplanes have lots of people in them. And no matter how much important the person is, it's not good if the plane goes down. Because every single life is important. And if a plane goes down, you could lose hundreds of them. And that is not good at all. So what that means is that during an event like this, you have these air traffic control people. They're landing planes constantly so that they are on the ground and that the people are safe. So if your flight is delayed and for some reason you decided to go on YouTube and watch this video, I don't know why, but if you did decide to do that and your flight is delayed or canceled even, don't get mad. It's either that or you are in a super bad situation. I am gonna take a little break 1 second just to regain my voice because I'm getting a bit tired. Alright, sorry about that. I had to communicate with my watch team and catch my breath. So, we are right now looking at the air route traffic control centers, but we're going to change that to the county warning areas, states. Actually, we don't really need that because we're focusing on New York. Counties and county warning areas. Let's go take a look at NYC. So So right now, what's NYC looking like? It is looking like decent. How do you expect it? What do you expect it to be during getting showered on by, hold up. 1 second. Let me just quickly... we're having some technical difficulties. Just give me 1 second while I try to see if I can fix it. I'm not sure if it'll come back automatically, but... Alright, so sorry about that. We're back. It's just something with the Wi-Fi over here. Not sure if the storm is interfering with it. Probably not the storm. But let's take a look at the 24-hour future radar, presented by the Weather Channel. Over here, we're looking like it's not that bad, but it's coming in. It's definitely starting to get a bit more dense and more intense. That rhymed, and I don't know why I'm saying that it rhymed, because it doesn't really matter. You can actually see as we get more south, into North Carolina, there's actually a bit of rain. Over here, it is snow rain, I believe. It's a little mix of it. Rain, rain, rain. Snow, 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 snow. Over here and over here, it's super dense. And, it's not good. That's not good. I don't want that. Think we're probably gonna end the stream pretty soon, but we're going to resume tomorrow. I'm not completely sure the exact time that we're gonna resume, but we'll see you tomorrow. And we'll have another live tomorrow, so take a look out for that one. This has been Corrupted, and I will see you tomorrow for another weather update.